Hello and welcome to your pick a card reading. So you're going to choose between number 1 and number 2. These are from my original handmade oracle deck, which is in the last stages of production. So they are almost ready for purchase, guys. So I'm really excited to present them to you guys and show you the final product. So the timestamps will be down below in the description box for each one of these choices. Choice number 1, you've got the third eye chakra. Choice number 2, you've got the heart chakra. Okay? I am going to be pulling additional cards for each one of these options for you guys. Now go ahead and skip to your selection. If you feel drawn to both, then watch both. But definitely listen to your intuition, okay? To whichever one you feel drawn to. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with number 1, third eye chakra. So really quickly, before I read the channeled message, I'm going to pull the additional cards for you guys. All right, so I've got your cards pulled. Really quickly, I want to go ahead and read the channel message from the back, and then I will tap into the rest of the message for you. Third eye chakra. The universe is trying to connect with you through your third eye chakra. Meditate to awaken and balance this chakra now. Don't be surprised if you start to receive visions and or prophetic dreams. Release any fear you may have in association with opening your third eye. Just make sure you set the proper intention beforehand and know that you are divinely protected and guided. Okay, so the third eye chakra. So some of you have been working on balancing your third eye chakra. Continue to do so. For those of you who have not yet started to even try balancing your third eye chakra, I would recommend you start now, because your guides and angels and your higher power is trying to connect with you through your third eye chakra. Some of you have been trying to develop your psychic abilities, or whatever title you want to use. You've been trying to develop your abilities, and your guides are telling you, okay, well, work on your third eye chakra, and that will definitely help with that, because messages are trying to come through. And for those of you who haven't even considered working on your abilities, if you're hearing this message, then it's because you have the ability to do so. It just takes work, and they're saying start with the third eye chakra. Okay, so I got a few little stacks here for you. And it's funny because you've got the pilgrimage card here and the journey card here, which both have very similar energy. So let's start off with this stack here. Okay, so the first card you have here is Wu Wang, Wild Pure Heart. Clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Chariot card. Already 2 major arcana here, so keep that in mind. On the bottom of this deck, you've got the Two of Wands. On the bottom of this deck, you've got the Ace of Swords. On the bottom of this deck, you've got the Three of Wands. So very positive energy. So this is like the overall energy that I feel throughout the entire reading, are these cards and this card here. And it's funny because on the bottom of this deck is clarity. The Ace of Swords is all about mental clarity and getting rid of any fog and seeing through the illusion. And it's funny because the message here says, banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Remember the perfection of who you are. So get rid of any negative thought pattern that you have about yourself. Any perception that you have taken on that tells you that you're not good enough. That, just stop being so hard on yourself and go back to realizing that you are perfect just the way you are. And that doesn't mean that we can't continue to try to be better, but they're telling you to tap into your true, authentic energy here with this card. So there's some sort of illusion here for a lot of you in regards to your perception of yourself. And it's like you see yourself as less than for a lot of you. And I'm feeling that you're coming out of that for some of you. Remember, this is a general reading, so I'm getting a few different messages. But for some of you, you're coming out of that, especially with the Strength card and the Chariot here. But it's going to take time with the Seven of Pentacles. It's going to take time and patience to really come out of that lower frequency energy of feeling less than. But I feel that for most of you, you're starting to see the big picture here with the Three of Wands especially. You're starting to look at the future with more hope. And it's funny because the Three of Wands in this deck really makes me think of third eye chakra. And it's funny because look, the triangle, the upside down triangle. But it really makes me think of a third eye chakra from this deck because just look at it. Look at that. Anyway, so I see you having an optimistic view for the future. And it's funny because you have the Two of Wands here, and under this deck, the Two of Wands from a different deck. But anyway, so having a very optimistic point of view for the future and feeling more balanced. So you guys are feeling more balanced, and that's not to say that you're feeling completely balanced, because you're still shifting into complete balance. And I feel like that's actually like part of the dance of life, is, you know, in and out of balance. But you are more balanced here now than you have been in a long time with the Two of Wands from this deck. Also, I'm feeling that you have like alliances around you, like your spirit guides are around you, aiding you, but there's also people, helpful people around you. So, you know, be aware of that. Some of you feel like you don't have anyone in your corner, or like you don't have anyone to turn to, but you do have allies around you. Again, with the Ace of Swords here, I do see you guys, some of you needing the mental clarity. For others of you, I'm feeling that you have obtained this mental clarity or are obtaining this mental clarity, and realizing that, you know, there's a lot more hope for you in the future, because it's like you had a negative outlook in regards to your future before, but now it's like you're starting to realize there's a lot more hope for you there. And if you haven't realized that yet, you soon will with the Ace of Swords. You're going to realize that there's a lot more potential and a lot more opportunities, and the future just looks brighter here. So tap in, start off by tapping into that innocence within, that pure wild heart within, that energy of yourself that you were, the person you were before, you know, people's opinions got to you, the person you were before you started to take on these false perceptions of yourself. You know, maybe somebody's, you know, was gossiping about you, and part of you kind of like held on to that energy and perception of yourself. So take back your power by claiming your perception of yourself, by redefining yourself, because it doesn't matter what other people are saying or think about you. Your message here is to pay attention to what you think about you. What do you really think about you? And you'll be surprised that it's probably a lot more positive than what you've been thinking about yourself lately. So release anything, any belief that you are not good enough, or any belief that you have to be a specific way to be accepted. You're being asked to claim your power back by claiming yourself back, your true self, not putting on a mask and not having to please 1,000 people or even 2. You know, it's about pleasing yourself and being free to be who you are. For some of you, I'm feeling that you already are starting this journey here of realizing that and claiming that back. Again, and I'm feeling that most of you have had that mental clarity, and you're looking at the big picture here. You're looking into the future with hope, and you're aware that it's going to take time. Okay? So your message here is it's going to take time to get where you want to be, whether it be career, love, whatever the case is for you. It's going to take time. It's going to take perseverance and slow and steady growth. Okay? So some of you may actually even be pregnant. Maybe you're like 7 to 8 months pregnant, whatever, you know, that's not for all of you. But whatever the case is, it's going to be a slow and steady growth until you get to the place where I see you having a lot more action and energy. So for some of you, it's like you want to like push the pedal to the metal right now. You want to push the pedal to the metal, but you need to take your time and go through this process slowly so that you don't miss any steps, because this has to be a slow and steady growth for you. But ultimately, I do see it being successful. I do see you having a brighter future. And I do see you obtaining whatever it is you're trying to obtain, or reaching whatever goal you're trying to reach here, especially with the Chariot. So it's like you have to wait. You have to have patience. The biggest message here is have patience. When the time is right, you'll know. I feel like you're trying to tell yourself the time is right now, but you have to prepare yourself, okay? You have to be prepared for whatever it is you're trying to do right now, whether it's your psychic abilities, work, love, whatever goal you're trying to reach here. You have to be prepared, and then once the time is right in divine timing, which it's not going to be that long, because like the Seven of Pentacles is waiting, but that's really close to the 10 already, so it's not going to be that long. But I'm feeling that there's going to be this new opportunity that presents itself to you, or you're gonna finally be prepared to head towards this new opportunity with the Chariot card here, and then your guides are gonna say, okay, you can run as fast as you can and get to the finish line, and I see you doing that. So main message here, be patient. It's a slow and steady process. Be true to yourself along this process. Reclaim your strength and power by reclaiming your true authentic self and releasing any negative connotation or perception of yourself that others have put on you or you have somehow taken on. Then when the time is right, as long as you're prepared, when the time is right, then you can run to the finish line, to success, to your goal. Next stack here, we've got Pilgrimage, the Two of Swords, the Magician, and the Star. So Pilgrimage says you are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. So you guys, again, it's, a slow and steady journey. And I'm feeling that you're coming out of this energy of the Two of Swords. Some of you, again, have not yet obtained this mental clarity. So you're still in the Two of Swords energy. So you're feeling blocked. You're feeling like you can't make a decision. Some of you, it's indecision. For others of you, it's, again, here's a blindfold over her eyes. So it's like not seeing through some sort of illusion. And the illusion here is that you think you're blocked. And it's some of you are at a crossroads, and it's like you don't feel like you have the power to decide in which direction to head in for some of you. But that's an illusion, because you do have the power to manifest whatever it is you want. So some of you feel like drained, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and you have the illusion that you will never, be revitalized, or that you will never be able to manifest exactly what you want. But the thing is, part of your journey here is breaking through that illusion with the Ace of Swords, gaining the mental clarity, connecting with your guides through your third eye chakra. With those steps, and what I just said in the last stack, stepping into the magician energy, which is the exact opposite. It's so funny. Here she has her swords, her arms crossed with two swords in each arm, and her eyes covered with a blindfold. Here, her arms are up in the air. She's creating energetically here. And it's funny because this light's coming from her solar plexus chakra. And in this last card, the Chariot makes me think of the solar plexus energy it's got the pentagram here and the pentagram here. So that's really funny. You got to this place after you hit the Chariot energy. Anyways, and her eyes are not covered. Her eyes are wide open, and she's got a little jewel on her third eye. You see this little headband jewel thing that's on between her eyebrows? That's her third eye chakra. So it's really funny. So you're going to be shifting from this Two of Swords energy into the Magician energy, or you recently have. I'm feeling that most of you are like in the middle of these two, most of you. So the Magician energy is all about manifesting what you desire, having the tools, having the energy, having the will, and being connected to your guides. Again, strong third eye chakra. This card's very purple too. Strong third eye chakra, being very balanced with your third eye chakra and being able to manifest your dreams into reality. So this is your journey, breaking through the illusion of feeling that you cannot manifest what you want. You're going to realize you can, and you're going to do so by stepping into your power, balancing your third eye chakra, and working with your guides. And then I'm seeing that you're going to jump into the star energy as well. So there's, the universe is on your side here. You're being divinely guided with this combination, 2 major arcana. So going from feeling drained to feeling revitalized here with the star card, to feeling more hopeful, again, about the future and about your present. Feeling a lot more hopeful, and I'm feeling a lot more centered within yourself. So this is the journey you're on. Next card, next stack, we've got Journey, which is so funny that both of those cards came up for you. And then you've got the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here, let me read the Journey card really quick. It says, focus on how far you have come. Now, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. Okay, I just want to put this out there. I'm feeling unicorn energy here. There's a unicorn in this card, and I was picking up unicorn energy earlier with the Wild Pure Heart. With this card, I was picking up unicorn energy. Dragon energy too, obviously, but also unicorn energy. So I don't know if you're connected to unicorns or just really like unicorns. I know unicorns are popular right now, but that's just something coming through here. I know I'm really connected to unicorns. Anyways, so some of you have felt or are feeling that you have been through a large battle within your life. It's like you feel like your life has been a battle. You feel like your life has been, one constant struggle after another. And you're not in that energy anymore. It's like you shifted out, most of you have already shifted out of this energy into the 9 of Wands. You're no longer in that energy of having a fight. You're not in that flight or fight energy anymore. You're more so in the 9 of Wands, which is, acknowledging that was a rough path, acknowledging that, some of you may have done or said things you wish you didn't in the past, but being in a better place here energetically. It's like you feel that your faith was tested time and time again. It's like one thing after another, after another, after another, but you're still here standing. Some of you are like looking at the past and you're like, oh man, I can't believe I went through that. Others of you are looking at the past with regret. You're being told here to release the past. Release any regrets, learn from your mistakes, but don't hold on to regrets. And release that energy. If you're still shifting out of it, then just completely stop looking at the past. You see him, he's looking at the past. Look forward, because look, this is what's here coming for you. The Ace of Pentacles is coming for you here in your near future. For some of you, it's like the energy is there, but you're not acknowledging this opportunity because you're so focused on the past. So get out of the past, let go of the past, let go of the past energies, and focus on what is in the here and now and what's coming into your energetic field, which the Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity financially for a lot of you guys. For most of you, I'm feeling it's a new opportunity for a new growth, a new beginning here. It's like this is the perfect time to plant some sort of seeds that's going to really flourish and thrive and really come to fruition here in the near future. Okay? Just make sure you are connected with your third eye chakra, so that way your guides can come through and give you messages, because they're trying to guide you. They're trying to direct you onto your highest path. But you need to be able to be tuned in to hear their guidance. All right, if you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. Again, there is a link down below in the description box for the Enchanted One Oracle deck for more information on that. All right, you guys have an enchanted day. All right, now for card number 2. Ignore these cards. Card number 2, the heart chakra. Really quickly, I'm going to pull your additional cards before I read your channeled message. Wow. Okay, I kid you not, guys. This is the exact card that came out for number 1. The exact card. And as I was shuffling and looking at this, I was thinking, wow, I feel that people who chose number 1 are going to resonate with number 2. And that's been happening a lot more recently in my last few videos, and it's happening again in this video. So if you watched number 1, you're probably watching this one too. If you're watching this one, I recommend you watch number 1 because the same exact card came out for number 1. And again, they had the clarity card on the bottom of this deck here. On the bottom of this deck, you've got the strength card. But 2 same cards from number 1. That's crazy. And they had this card on the bottom of this deck as well. Okay, so 3 cards. On the bottom of this deck, you've got the 4 of Wands. They had this card as well. And this card. Okay. On the bottom of this deck, you've got the 6 of Cups. Oh, okay. They have the Strength card from a different deck. And then you've got the Empress card on the bottom of this deck. Okay, so a lot of similar cards to number 1, but there are some that are different. So let me go ahead and read the channel message for the heart chakra. And it says, it's time to focus on your heart chakra. Pay attention to any sadness or pain you may be holding on to. Acknowledge these feelings. Feel them deeply. Cry if you feel the need. Once you shed the light of awareness on these emotions, you can break through to the other side. There, peace, acceptance, truth, clarity, and happiness await you. Once on the other side, you can start to live more from the heart. When mind and heart are in alignment, miracles surround you. You're undergoing a quantum shift and are in the process of opening and balancing your heart chakra. Okay. So you guys, your heart chakra is trying to open up here. Now, when the heart chakra is opening up after being out of balance for so long and closed, a lot of emotions are going to come up to the surface, okay? So it can be a very emotional experience. You're going to feel angry, sad, a whole bunch of like different emotions may come up. But overall, it's worth it to clear through those energies, release them, and live from an open heart, because then you're going to be a lot more in touch with your intuition and also wild pure heart. It's so funny how these are just so perfect together. Then you're going to tap into that wild pure heart. So that energy of innocence, especially with the 6 of Cups here, you know, that energy of the heart that you had as a child, but you know, with Empress card here, having the wisdom. So it's a balance of an open, innocent, childlike energy within the heart space, but balancing that with wisdom here. That's what you're shifting into. You're going through a quantum shift with this selection here. You guys are going through a quantum shift, and it's stemming from your heart space here. So a lot of you may be experiencing some rougher energies right now, especially with the Devil card here. If you're in the Devil energy, you may be experiencing a lot of emotions of a lower frequency, you know, anger, like I said, anger, sadness, and a lot of things like that may come up. I don't see it coming up and staying forever. It's just going to come up so you can face it, acknowledge it, and release it and move on from it. A lot of you, it's stuff from the past here, especially with the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Wands here. You know, it's like a lot of you, you're looking back on the past, and there's a lot of like hurt or like, toxic energy of the past that you didn't realize you still had within you subconsciously, or you are still affected by it subconsciously, or you never dealt with these issues on an emotional level from the past. So I see that coming up here for a lot of you. Now, your message here is to continue on this journey of opening your heart chakra. Face the things of the past, but don't stay stuck on the past. Because I feel that most of you guys are ready to move past this energy. You're ready to leave the past behind you, but you're still looking back at it. Because you're in the Knight of Wands energy here, which is, you have the strength to persevere, especially with the Strength card down here. That's so funny. It says, you have courage, you can endure, find your center and spiral into power. So you're being asked to spiral into your power here, to ground yourself, to exude the Empress energy, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. The Empress is very grounded. The Empress loves themselves and nurtures themselves. So take care of yourself, love yourself, nurture yourself, surround yourself by people who care about you and bring you positive energy. And release anything that doesn't bring you positive energy or people. But also, I'm feeling that, the main message here for you is to release the pain and hurt from the past. That's coming up for a lot of you guys. For a lot of you, it's a toxic situation, just a lower frequency energy. For some of you, it can even be a person around you that is of a lower frequency energy, but you're just like not walking away from them. That's for some of you. Anyways, once you release that and get through that process, then I see you finally realizing you've got the Two of Wands here. So then I see you realizing that there's a lot of potential here for you for growth. And also you've got someone here trying to help you. So you've got an ally here that you haven't been acknowledging as much. You see your back is turned to that ally. But you've got someone here trying to help you, and they're actually sent to you from the universe. The universe brought you guys to connect with each other, to help each other. And I'm feeling a very strong soul family bond here for most of you with this person. For others of you, release the past and then you can move forward into the future with hope and just, I see a more positive future for you here. And again, having people who want to help you, having guidance from your guides, a lot of synchronicities here coming up for you. So start off by continuing to balance your heart chakra, or start balancing your heart chakra if you haven't even done that yet. Tapping into that pure, wild energy from within that you had as a child. I see all this leading ultimately to stability here, to the Four of Wands, and also twin flame energy for a lot of you guys. Twin flame has been coming up a lot, okay? I don't always talk about twin flames, but lately twin flame energy is up in the air. So that's why I have to address it, Then you've got the Clarity card, and it says, banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. And it's funny because this card's very green, just like the heart chakra card. So, part of opening your heart chakra up is really acknowledging how you really feel. A lot of you deny your emotions or feelings because you want to create an illusion that you are happy. But a lot of you have been feeling in the Five of Pentacles energy. So it's like, let your emotions flow. Tap into your emotions. That includes even the sad ones. Some of you have been feeling sad. Some of you have been feeling, alone. Others of you have been feeling like you've been struggling with finances. And you're actually pretty down about that. Or you have some finances but you're like, well, I'm waiting for more, It can mean a whole bunch of different things because it's a general message. There's a few different messages coming through here. So it's like this, but you can just see, look at this card, look at this guy. But I do feel that with this clarity, with banishing the fog here and claiming, your truth and remembering that you are, basically the biggest message here coming up for every stack that I'm noticing is perceiving yourself from a positive light. Because a lot of you have been really hard on yourself. And I'm feeling, again, I feel that a lot of other people have been hard on you most of your life. Especially with the Five of Pentacles. You've always felt like the outsider. You've always felt like you didn't fit in for a lot of you. Well, that's an illusion. The illusion is that you think you're an outsider. The thing is, the reality, the clarity that you're going to be obtaining is that you are special. You're not less than. You're not beneath anyone. You're not the black sheep. You are the unicorn, which is rare. A unicorn is rare, but a unicorn is magical and precious. You're not a black sheep. You're a unicorn. That's what you're going to be realizing here. Once you have the mental clarity that you are a gift to the world, you're not a burden. You're a gift. Then I see you having a lot more strength within yourself and balance. A more of a balanced mind, especially. Like a lot more positive, balanced thoughts. And a lot more joy in life. And also wisdom. I'm feeling like strong energy, being really grounded here. Very strong grounded energy with these two. And just having the strength to get through anything once you have yourself in your corner. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can be your own best friend or your worst enemy. Once you become your own best friend, you tame the beast from within, tame your ego, tame any negative frequency, any negative thoughts within you, then having the strength to conquer anything. It's funny because the main message here that I keep getting, you guys are in like some fog or confusion, or you're seeing your perception of reality isn't as accurate as you would imagine, especially in regards to yourself. And for some of you, other people as well. The Seven of Cups is another card of confusion and illusion and fantasy. Okay, so break through any illusion that you have created for yourself or others have tried to create around you. And I'm feeling that you're going to have to go through this huge transformation. And really, a lot of you are in this huge transformation already of breaking through these illusions. Once you go through this, on the other side of this transformation, of claiming your power back, being connected and grounded, then I see the Ace of Wands opening up for you, which is a new opportunity, a new path opening up for you, a new door opening up for you. And let me read the reconciliation card. It says, remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. For a lot of you, it's an opportunity to reconcile with a loved one, whether it be family, friends, or love, relationship. Whatever the case is, it's like through this transformation of yourself, then you're going to be able to reconcile with people and also attract a lot more positive energy into your experience here and manifest a lot more opportunities for yourself along with that. Okay? All right, guys, that is your reading. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can go to www.theenchantedone.com. There is a link down below in the description box for more information on the Enchanted One Oracle deck. All right, guys, you have an enchanted day.